Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and friends. As a thought of the day, let's discuss this famous quote from the Masters. Your learning ability decides your earning capacity. When I say earning capacity, it brings a lot of personalities to your minds. Now, you might ask me, what is the connection with learning and these personalities? Because half of them may not have a college degree, or maybe they are school dropouts. If that is what you're thinking, then you're wrong. They are all committed to a lifelong learning policy. Otherwise, they would not have been successful in life. Remember 3 L's. Lifelong learning. That brings the topic of learning into focus. How do we learn? To learn, we need inputs. For inputs, we go back to conventional methods, reading or listen to YouTube channels these days, listen to podcasts otherwise, that you can learn even on your move. Now, if there is too much of inputs and if there is no output for it, then there is a problem. This is called shallow learning. For example, somebody gives you a book, you read it and give it back. Somebody else might ask you, how was that book? Most likely, all you will say is that was a very good book. You must read it. Come on. That's all? How often you are able to reflect on what you have read? Can you give a brief summary of that book to that gentleman who asked you? If you are not able to do that, then there is a problem. So what is the problem here? Instead of shallow learning, you need deep learning. How do we do that? The simplest answer is just learn. But when you learn, yes, the biggest impediment these days are your mobile phones. One simple message on your mobile phone can kill your momentum. Stop multitasking. Adopt a single tasking method while you are learning. A person who won't read has no advantage over a person who can't read, says Mark Twain. Once you are done with your learning, then it is time for reflecting. Take a break. Ask a few questions. How can I use it in my daily life? How can I use it at my workplace, friends and family circles? This is how the knowledge gets solidifies inside you. Now comes the implementation part. If you spend X amount of time to learn, then you need 2x amount of time to implement it. This is where all the magic happens. They say learning without implementing is illusion of competency. You think you have learned it, but you actually didn't. It didn't sink in. Take useful notes, relate a useful scenario to it, attach some visuals as retention techniques. Now, that's not all. You need to share it. Teach what you have learned. Then you are on your way to mastery. This is how most of the people would have actually learned. Their friends and peer groups go to them to clear doubts. Then they don't have to go back and learn again. Teaching is the highest form of understanding, says the great Aristotle. Over to you to think more about it. Thank you for listening and have a good day.